Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Palm Springs Stadium here for today's contest. The Chillin' A's set to square off as Andrew Shervanian is on the hill here for the A's. First pitch of the ball game. We're starting early today at 11:23 a.m. A scheduled 11:30 contest, but the previous game ran short. And so it's an 0-1 count here on Julian Payne. Sunny skies overhead here in Palm Springs. It's 0-2 now. Temperature is now up to 102 here at game's first pitch. Julian Payne, Jared Grenz, and JT Amaral for the Chill. No balls, 2 strikes. Shervanian, the left-hander, working here, and he comes home with the offering. Inside, it misses 1-2. Shervanian's 5th appearance. All outings this year for Shervanian have been starts. He and Nick Rowan the same. Rowan with 3 outings, 3 starts. 1-2. Didn't give him the corner. 2-2. Julian Payne, his 8th game played in this year. 3 hits and 15 at-bats. And that'll catch him there on the elbow to put a runner at first. Tell me about those A's defensively.
Sure. In the outfield, they have Robert Van Dorn. Another guy who made an appearance in that uncommitted PSCL game the other day. Out in left, Ethan Cachetta out in center, Noah Lane in right. Third to first on the infield, Brandon Glowacki at the hot corner, Dalton Thomas at short, Gabriel DeJesus at second, Eddie King at first today, and Torrin Diffie behind the plate.
First offering to... Oh, that was still Julian Payne. I guess they said he leaned over into the strike zone to get hit by that pitch.
He sure did make it all the way to first base before they decided.
Yeah, to the point where I'm pulling up stats and looking at other things. So Julian Payne comes back to the plate and strikes out looking. That's a massive difference for Andrew Shervanian.
Yeah, that'll set the tone a bit differently.
Yeah, we both start looking down at scorecards and stats and getting information for you. And right there, that happens to bring him back and strike him out looking. Jared Grenz swings to the first one. Now he's batting, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, let's call the replay center in Palm Desert.
Yeah.
Yup, he's out.
Let's get La Quinta on the phone. Down and away, 1-1. The Chill, this is what I was looking up for you. The Chill have won 1 game coming off of a victory. They're now 5-5-2 here on the season. Find themselves near the middle of the pack. Swing and a miss. The A's have won back-to-back contests, but both away from this stadium, so we haven't seen it. They are now 4-8 on the year, second to last. Outside with it, 2 balls and 1 strike here on Jared Grenz. Then it's JT Amaral. Any further here in the first inning? Matt Roark, Santiago Sandoval, and J.D. Day. Bottom part goes Derek Wagler, John Lopez, Jacob Mejia, and Bryce Sermonelli. That one's going to miss down and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 strikes. Lefty deals home. Foul tipped, hung on by the catcher Diffie. Back-to-back Ks here for Shervanian. Only team that has a longer win streak right now in the PSCL is, of course, the Lumberjacks. Entered today with 8 in a row.
They are piping hot.
No kidding. They handled the Blue Sox yesterday easily. It was
9-2.
Yeah, it was a rough day for the Blue Sox. Just couldn't catch a break.
Yeah, pitching couldn't quite hold up.
Strike called. 1-1.
Yeah, the Blue Sox, they threw Michael Stanford, and
It was
he's
just
the
a
one of the
tough
more
day, yeah.
solid. Just had some rough bouts. And that 1-2 punch the Lumberjacks have.
2-1. JT Amaral, the catcher here with 2 outs and the bases clear alongside Sam Walters. I'm Steve Granado, per usual. I'm sure you're used to us by now. Or maybe you're not. But the voices you probably have heard.
Sam and Steve, the SSPSCL.
Jeez. This one cranked out to left, but well foul for strike 2. Hopefully you had a safe and fun holiday yesterday without a hitch.
I know I did.
Yes, you did. I know I did as well. Went and spent the afternoon in Riverside. Got some food. Enjoyed the park. some sunshine and not 100-degree heat. Got underneath it in skies to center. Cachetta under. And how about this? We thought it was going to be a hit batter. Instead, turns into a 1-2-3 frame for Andrew Shervanian. We go to the bottom of 1. A's will send up Dalton Thomas, not Ethan Cachetta, to lead things off. He bats third between Gabriel DeJesus. We go to the bottom of 1. Jacob Peterson takes the ball, and we come back.
Yeah, actually, your high school ex-boyfriend is the first base coach today. I'm excited to see Jake Peterson. I think he needs him to win.
For perhaps, I believe, the first time this year, we will not see Ethan Cachetta in the leadoff spot. It'll be Dalton Thomas instead facing off with Jacob Peterson. They've moved Cachetta to the 3 spot now. Downstairs and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is a first for us on this field.
Yeah, the only game we haven't seen Cachetta out in the leadoff spot since today was when he wasn't in the lineup the first time we saw the A's.
There you go. Downstairs and out, Dalton Thomas, Gabriel DeJesus, the aforementioned Cachetta. Anything further here in the first? Brandon Glowacki, Eddie King, and Luke Dinos. Bottom part, Noah Lane, Robert Van Dorn, Torrin Diffie, and Tanner Salazar. And for a strike called here on the right-handed hitting shortstop, Dalton Thomas.
Had a good day the other day versus the Power.
Sure did.
2 base knocks.
Takes one high and tight. Dalton Thomas this season batting .323 entering the year, or entering the day, I should say. 10 for 31. 8 RBIs, which is tops on the team by a wide margin. Down and off the plate. Leadoff walk here for Jacob Peterson. He doesn't like the call. That's going to put a base runner aboard. All right, let's take a look at those white jerseys in the diamond.
In the outfield for the Chill, left to right, Santiago Sandoval out and left today. Jared Grins in center. Matt Roark in right. Third to first on the infield, Bryce Sermonelli manning third today. J.D. Day at short. Derek Wagler at second. Jacob Mejia holding on the runner at first. And J.T. Amaral behind the plate.
DeJesus now the batter with a runner aboard at first. Peterson's first pitch runs inside, 1-0. Oh, there's that green helmet we become accustomed to. He's at the on-deck circle now.
So festive.
Always.
Big Christmas guy.
Sage, I believe is the word we're using. Runner takes off. Pitch a strike, and I've noticed that a lot of catchers are not throwing down recently, and I have a guess to what's happening. The catcher's spot in the batter's circle is basically a bunker at this point. there's a massive hole in the dirt, 2-1. And it's tough to rise, step, and throw out of there. And I think it's starting to plague these catchers because we're seeing a lot of free stolen bases lately. 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. We've tried to fix it. We have laid down dirt. We have put clay. We've banged it out a million times, watered it.
We have tamped.
That's what I meant by banged. But
Oh.
yes, tamped. But it's inevitable at this point. It's just a hole back there. It's like if you grabbed a shovel. It is. It is significant. 6 or so inches deep.
Yeah, there's too many innings of catchers right there in that same exact spot.
Yeah, it's impossible to keep it filled. Impossible. Because every time you fill dirt in there, it just becomes dust and flies out. Runner takes off for third. Ground ball foul. The only time it's going to be done with fixed and flat, I'd say around July 23rd. Once the season is well over. That's probably when you're going to see that flat again. It just needs days to settle. That's the thing, is it we get no time. You get at most 18 hours to settle. Here's a ground ball towards third. Foul ball.
I think you could shovel a little bit out at first and
Yeah.
fill it in right there.
Two strikes here on Gabriel DeJesus. He bats with the runner at second base. No score. We're in the bottom of the first. Flown out towards shallow center. Coming in is Jared Grenz now to his left-hand side to make the grab. And there's one out here in the first. And here comes our best friend in the world, Ethan Cachetta.
You know, I can definitely understand now why runners are so eager to take off from first.
Yeah.
Because if they stay there for too long, they might not ever come back to the surface.
There you go. Ha ha.
Hee hee.
Quicksand at first base.
Ho ho ho. Red and green for Cachetta.
There you go. Real festive here on July 5th.
We're almost to half Christmas.
Runner at second with one out. First pitch inside. 173 days till Christmas. But who's counting?
Google is.
118 days away from Halloween.
Event length. 1 day.
Start buying your candy. Tapper off the foot. It's 1-1. Cachetta batting .421 on the year. He's 8 for 19. 19 at-bats. How about this, though, Sam? 34 plate appearances. He has walked 12 times. 12 times in 11 games. A lot of walks.
Wow.
1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Hey, Brian Leaf is here.
Hi,
Walking
Brian.
around, checking things out. He'll have today off. Maybe he's just getting a scouting report for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
He was here yesterday. I think he's wearing that same tank top, too. I'm calling you out, Brian. 2-1 here on Ethan Cachetta. Make that 3-1.
He's trying to set himself an umbrella up.
Don't blame him.
Oh,
Hot
he's
day.
moving it.
Jacob Peterson making his 4th start, 5th appearance of the year. 13 innings of work to the tune of a 1.38 whip. Opponents batting .250 off of him. 4.15 ERA. In for a strike, 3-2.
There's an explanation.
Yeah. He's moving it back. He was sitting over on the third base side yesterday. Now he's, again, I think he just wants to look. Different views from these guys. He's got to face them tomorrow. PSCL uncommitted game tomorrow night at 7 against the Power, second one. Line drive back up the middle. A late delay there for Wagler. Will get into center field. It's going to go as an RBI knock. And the A's grab a 1-0 lead here on the back of Ethan Cachetta.
Well, it seems like slotting him in the third spot in that lineup has given them a new boost for run production.
There you go. I knew it could be so simple. Brandon Glowacki to the plate. There is, in case you're looking at the line or the schedule, I should say, there are a couple of PSCL games scheduled for the Power. The right-hander comes home. First pitch, softly lined towards second. This will be a double play to end the inning. So they run themselves out of it. Cachetta too greedy at first. I'll explain more on the schedule when we come back. But RBI knock from Cachetta makes it 1-0. We go to the second. Chills coming to the plate. To the second inning we go. Matt Roark will lead things off against Andrew Shervanian, who came back with a call after hitting a batter. They said it was a hit batter over the strike zone and ended up turning into a 1-2-3 frame instead. So we'll see how he works now with a 1-0 lead in the A's favor. 1-0 is lumberjacked and missed. It's 1-1 here on Roark, then Santiago Sandoval and J.D. Day, the scheduled hitters here. Middle of the order for the Chill. 2-1. Three and one. Matt Roark out of Clackamas Community College, located in Oregon. 6 foot 180.
Mary Clackamas.
Cool. Down and out, ball 4. Leadoff walk, and that'll be the first base runner for the Chill today. I had to look up one more time just to double check and make sure I didn't mess that one up again. A lot of Grossmont kids on this A's team. Andrew Shervanian, one of them. Robert Van Dorn, Luke Dinos, Noah Lane. All the kids out of San Diego. The San Diego squad. Santiago Sandoval now with a runner aboard at first and nobody out. Tying run aboard at second in the second. First pitch lifted out towards left field. Broke in. Now it's going to be over the head. Awkward read there for Van Dorn. Is going to move runners to second and third. It goes as a double here for Sandoval. First hit for the Chill. And now they have an opportunity to take the lead. Sandoval's first double and first extra base hit of the year. Down and out with this offering to J.D. Day, the shortstop. Opportunity to tie, maybe even take the lead here with nobody out. 1-0 right now for the A's. 2-0, didn't miss by much. The temperature will continue to climb today with a high of around 114. One of the warmer days of the last week or so. It's currently 103. Outside with it. Almost take your chances with Derek Wagler instead with the bases loaded and a force everywhere. Work lefty. Call strike 3-1.
Found out an interesting factoid last night. Derek Wagler leads the league in batting average.
How about that? So maybe you don't take your chances. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
He heard me and he started working.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, okay.
We'll get it back full.
Loud and clear. Big pitch coming here. Payoff. Ball 4. So the Chill threatening in a major way now. 2 walks, a double, bases juice for the league leader in batting average.
Entering today with minimum at-bats.
There you go. This is the last thing you want. We have talked about the arm struggles for the A's this season at length. And boy, you can't say how tough it is for a team to go up and then immediately potentially go back down. Way outside, 1-0.
Torrent Diffie just did his pitcher a big solid.
Sure. That's going to tie the ball game. Derek Wagler hit by a pitch, and it's a 1-1 contest as Matt Roark scores on the play. Sam, I got the numbers to back it up. We're not just throwing shade. This is just the truth, as a mound visit's going to warrant here. A's pitchers lead the league in walks issued. They are tied for first in hit batters. And they lead the league in runs allowed. And earned runs allowed.
Okay, Steve.
It's tough. I mean, it's plain and simple. It has been a very rough summer pitching-wise.
Yeah, Nick Rowan has really had to carry the weight. Last time out, he took a no-hitter into the 6th. Only ended up giving one. I think he's only given up 4 hits this season.
Ridiculous.
3 starts, I think he's only given up 4.
Strike call here on John Lopez. We're tied at 1 here in the second. One and 1. What's crazy is the A's are in the middle of the pack with hits allowed. It's because all the walks. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1 and 2 here on John Lopez, the DH. Runners everywhere with 2 strikes now and nobody out. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, not picking on anybody, just how it is.
Yeah, we have to tell it how it is at some point.
Yeah.
We're 2 weeks away from the season being complete.
Not even. A week. Just over. Here's a fly ball into center field. It's going to bring ahead the go-ahead run. Cachetta to make the grab. They'll tag and go to third as well. That's a pretty good throw, but it sails and goes into the dugout. That'll bring home another. Good throw from Cachetta, but his sling goes too long. 2-run score on the play. It's a sac fly for John Lopez, gets an RBI. E8 on the play to bring home J.D. Day, and it's 3-1 Chill. Brings up Jacob Mejia now. Mejia, the first baseman of choice. 3-1 Chill. We're in the top of the second.
Okay, I've got the actual stat for Rowan now.
Okay.
He is 3-0 in 3 starts, or 2-0 in 3 starts, only allowing 6 hits, 1 earned run.
How many innings?
In 17 innings so far.
Wow, that is impressive. Called strike here on Jacob Mejia, 0-1. Very impressive. I don't care what league you're in, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Upstairs, 1-1.
Has to be one of these guys, either Shervanian, if Bradley Clay can get it going from a start, or even out of the bullpen, they would take it. But Bryce Ramirez, one of these guys really needs to step up if the A's want to hang in there.
That is, by the way, Nick Rowan, comparatively, if you're talking hits per inning, the best ratio in the league. He's the second most innings pitched, as this one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Second most innings pitched behind Kenny Keller, who has 18. Nick Rowan has the fewest amount of hits by a long shot. Keller has allowed 19 hits in those 18 innings. And Kenny Keller's been good. Smoked down the line, but foul. Hunter Holmes is fairly close for the Bombers. 14 2/3 this year with 8 hits allowed. Eric Peterson for the Bootleggers, 13 innings, 9 hits allowed. Bouncing ball right side. This is going to be an out at first to bring home another. Grind out here for Jacob Mejia, and it's 4-1 Chill. So carrying the load, I think, is an understatement, Sam. So Wagler scores on the plate. Bryce Sermonelli to the plate with the bases clear. It's just really impressive. Really, really impressive. First pitch of ball, 1-0. Up there in strikeouts, too. 18 Ks, which is near the top of the league. And just 7 walks issued. Don't get to see him today, though. Miss you, Nick. Ground ball bounced towards second. 2 hops to the belt, and it'll end the inning. 4 come across here in the Chill. Now have their first lead of the day to respond to 1 in the bottom of the first. It's 4-1. A's coming back up. A's looking to respond here as we go to the bottom of inning number 2. And it's a 4-1 contest. Eddie King will lead things off. And a lead now to work with for Jacob Peterson. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Eddie King, Luke Dinos, and Noah Lane, 5, 6, and 7 due up in the inning. Left over the plate and skied out to left. Playable for Sandoval. 1 down. Luke Dinos, the DH. Swing and a miss. I'd love if we could get the stats, Sam, because I feel we will never be able to get them, but I feel like the A's don't have a ton of patience in the box. And I think it's maybe partly due to pressing because they find themselves down so often. 0-2.
I feel like they have to be over aggressive.
Yeah. Team is near the bottom of the pack in offensive numbers as well. So if you're this one's going to be swung on and missed. First strikeout of the day for Jacob Peterson. There's 2 gone. If you're looking for the answers, or looking for not even the answers, but just the causes of a struggle of a season, we're finding them. Now that we have more sample size to go off of, you can kind of get to know a team a little bit more at this point. So why are they struggling? Well, the numbers are there to prove it. Noah Lane takes one down and out, 1-0. But just going on anecdotally, it's the early swings. Yes, you like being aggressive, but not being overly. 1-1.
Yeah, the tough thing right now is that it's already hard to have an approach at the plate when you're coming off of a streak of losing, but going in and facing, say, a guy like Jacob Peterson.
Flown out towards left center field, down for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for the A's. Both of them to center, and Noah Lane adds his name. He's at first for Robert Van Dorn.
It's so tough going in and having to face, you know, you're going to face at least typically 2 to 3 pitchers a game, if not probably more. You're having to get all new timings every time. You're having to do a lot more work than is typically asked, and there's guys that you're not getting scouting reports for. You're not getting, you know, their numbers and where their hot zones are and what their, you know, their actual repertoire is. It's tough. It's a tough go.
Down and away. If you look at the walks to strikeout totals, however, almost near identical, including today now, 61 walks and 63 strikeouts. So they're not striking out a ton, but they're also not getting on base a ton. Runner takes off for second. That's one aspect the A's have in their favor. A perfect 29 for 29 in stolen bases as a team. They are second to last in hit by pitches. Third to last in hits overall. As this one's lined out to left field, long race in, it's going to fall in front of Sandoval. Back-to-back knocks now for the A's.
This is something we see quite a bit too. A lot of 2-out rallies. If they could get these going a little bit earlier, you can't pick and choose where your runs come from, but being able to do that and being able to manufacture, it seems like a lot of times we see their first batter go down swinging, guys being over aggressive. If they can find guys that want to sit in there and see a few pitches and maybe get some runners on base, you'll take free passes and hit by pitches to do it.
Case in point, the first inning today, Dalton Thomas leadoff walk ends up scoring. This is Torrin Diffie now, the catcher. So it's easy to zoom out and be emotional about it and go, man, the A's aren't playing well. What's going on? How come they can't win? Every time they're on this field, they struggle. Well, slow down and find the root causes. The
Yes.
root causes are, you take it all the way down to those bare minimums. It's, okay, overly aggressive at-bats. What does that lead to? More outs, more two-strike counts. which equals less hits, which equals less runners, which equals less opportunity when your pitching staff is struggling, because a mark of a good team is winning when your pitching struggles. I mean, yes, you can never get away from truly awful pitching. That'll never happen. Look at the Angels over the last 10 years. You can never get away from it. But you can mitigate that damage. Strike called here on Diffie. You can mitigate that damage if you have a strong offense. But when you have a middle-of-the-pack offense, which is no knock on these A's, but, you know, they can put up some runs, and we've seen it. But you have to overcorrect, and that's where incongruities lie. Down and in, swing and a miss for strike two.
Yeah, the thing with baseball is that makes it a lot easier on coaches to be able to game plan is that there's typically not a lot of reading between the lines that has to go on. Typically, there is a correlation and causation with the things that your team might struggle with.
Staring you in the face.
That's right.
Chased it down and out, and down goes Diffie for strike three. They will get two runners on with two outs, but cannot bring anybody across. You talk about getting on base earlier in the inning. They would have another opportunity right here if they could do that. And there is another one of those struggles. We go to the third inning. Shutdown frame for Jacob Peterson. They are running into a buzzsaw today, however. We go to the third. It's 4-1 Chill. To the third inning we go. It's a 4-1 Chill lead. It'll be the top of the order. Julian Payne swings and fouls the first one back, 0-1. 4 runs on just one hit for the Chill. The one hit did bring himself home. Santiago Sandoval had that double in the second inning and did score. Off the plate, Julian Payne struck out looking back in the first inning when we thought he was hit by a pitch. I mean, he was, but they ruled him in the strike zone to bring it back as a foul ball. 1-2. Payne, then Grenz and Amaral here in the third. Do it again.
Starting to see Nathan Nakarada warming up in the A's bullpen now.
First guy up. Reached out and pushed on the left side of the infield. Glowacki has to back up, but his throw is in time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. 5-3 put out for Jared Grenz now, who also struck out in the first. Playoffs start here in the PSCL this coming Sunday, July the 11th. We'll have 4 days of playoffs. We were talking about the schedule earlier. So we're 6 days away from the start of it all. But you may notice those PSCL games up on the power schedule. This off the plate, 1-0. The game on the 6th, that's tomorrow. That is another one of the showcase games. The game on the 14th and the game on the 16th will not be of that similar nature. Outside with it, brutally honestly, it's really the guys still hanging around after the fact. Because as teams will get eliminated, they'll start turning in the jerseys and, you know, cleaning out the places and headed on out. Down and in for a strike. And some guys are going to have to start reporting back to school already for the end of summer. Start practicing. So they'll get a leg up on that competition. Upstairs with it. 3 balls, 1 strike. So again, the 14th and 16th are PSCL versus Power games at 7 o'clock. But not going to be those uncommitted games. Ball 4. Sam, what did we just watch?
Oh, reliable.
Oh, reliable. There you go. Runner at first on a walk. That's the 3rd walk issued. JT Amaral now. He flew out his last time up.
Most of the time, it's not even a close count. Like,
A lot of 3-0s, a lot of 3-1s.
that's right.
You're right there, my friend. The Chill, by the way, are dead last in walks drawn this year. How bizarre. 35. Runner takes off for second. Pitches high, throw down there, skips through. Up to third base goes Jared Grenz. Stolen bag and a E2. How bizarre is that, Sam? 35 walks. That's less than half entering today than the leading team, the Rush, who have 71. 71 walks for the Rush, 35 for the Chill.
You could say that whenever they're at the plate,
Stop.
they just chill.
Stop.
And when
You
the
could
Rush
definitely
are at the
not
plate,
say that. Stop it.
they
The 1-0 Amaral swings through at 1-1. You definitely do not say that. Forbidden.
the forbidden stat line.
Uh-huh. Didn't give him that one. 2-1. Remember, there's 13 teams in the league. So that's no like, there's only 4. No. It's a sizable amount. 3 balls, 1 strike. Time called at the plate. 4-1, Chill lead it here in the 3rd. We'll see if that changes here momentarily with a runner at third base and 1 out. That'll be the 4th walk drawn in 2 1/3 innings of work. Gunning for your Rush. Matt Roark will be the batter. We'll see if it's a different arm. Cue Jeopardy music. There is no rush, to steal your word, Sam.
Nobody's in a big time rush today.
A's as slow as it could be. It's supposed to be is.
It was.
A's as slow as it could be.
A's. Are you John Travolta? 8 A's, what at A's?
Catch me in Hairspray this summer on Broadway. Matt Roark walked and scored in the 2nd.
Do you use hairspray, Steve?
I
Be
don't.
honest.
I don't.
Do you use product?
Pomade guy.
Pomade.
Suavecito, local product out of Santa Ana. Good stuff. Been using it for years.
I'm au natural.
Well, you always wear a hat, so.
Huh.
Foul back. Matt Roark 0-1. One out on the corners they stand. Chill threatening again.
You stay TV ready.
Always.
I could flip around this camera at any moment. You're
Always ready to go.
bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
I don't know what that means.
And
Outside.
Sticky-haired.
1-1. It's not sticky.
Pomade, it makes
Pomade's not
it
sticky.
tough.
It's flow, my guy. To Roark. Flipped out first base side. Backing up on it goes Eddie King in foul territory to haul it in. He's tagging at third. Now he's going to go hustle back to the bag. Oh, a little too gutsy there for Jared Grenz. 2 outs.
He tested him with Eddie King's back to the plate, but
Yeah, that wasn't far enough to warrant that. He's lucky he didn't get thrown out. It'll be up to Sandoval, who doubled down the left field line his last time up. Draw the outfield in a couple of steps. And through the hole into right field. Coming in to score is Jared Grenz, 5-1, Chill. Have a day, Santiago Sandoval. That's an earned run, even with the air. Grenz would have scored from second on that play. J.D. Day to the plate now. 2 outs in the inning, a run home. They score 4 in the second and a run here in the third. Outside. Set out of play. 1-1 your count. Glad you're joining us here on this Monday afternoon now, 12:11 p.m. alongside Sam Walters. What's my name? Petey Pablo? No. Steve Granado. Drumline?
Vinny.
Vinny.
Drumline and Vinny.
Nice stop by Diffie. Keeps the runners at bay. 2-1. You'd like to see Shervanian get out of this inning.
I'd venture you'd love to see it.
Another good stop. 3-1. That's the hardest one. Fastball at the legs.
It's when you turn into like a full turtle shell.
It's ball 4. 5th walk issued in 3 innings. That's going to be the end of the line, I believe. Take the baseball away. They're going to the bullpen. 5-1 Chill with runners everywhere for Derek Wagler when we come back. We're in the third inning. Nathan Nacarado takes over on the hill and faces off with Derek Wagler. Took over for Andrew Shervanian, who went 2 2/3, 2 hits, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch to Wagler outside 2-0. Nathan Nacarado making his 4th relief appearance, and I believe we've seen them all.
Most, if not all.
Swing and a miss. Expanded the strike zone, 2-1. Wagler hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. He comes to the plate with the bases juiced again in consecutive innings. 3-1. This one lined out softly right center field, down for a base hit. It'll bring home 2. Rounding third and coming to the plate. Sandoval throw to third base. They didn't get him. And because of it, both runs score, and the Chill have none. 7-1. Two-run single for Derek Wagler. He has 3 RBI today. Have a day. Those runs charged to Andrew Shervanian. John Lopez to the plate now. The last runner is J.D. Day at third. That belongs to Shervanian. 1-0. Saw Nacarado check his hand after letting loose on that one. Big lead. Take off to second. They won't even throw it. Derek Wagler has a stolen bag.
A stolen wag.
There you go. That works. That's his 3rd stolen wag of the year.
A wag of the tail to you, sir.
Upstairs. They're coming to get you for that joke. That's what that siren is. Like, all right, we've had enough of this guy. Outside, ball 4. They'll load the bases again. Brings up the 9th batter of the inning. Had 7 in the second inning. Almost through the second time of the order already. We're in the 3rd inning. Jacob Mejia, an RBI ground out. Fouls the first one back, 0-1. Here are your runners. J.D. Day at third, Derek Wagler at second, John Lopez at first. On its way. Flipped out towards center, long run, and the shortstop, Dalton Thomas, will go out and make the grab. That'll finish up the inning, but it's all Chill now. They score 3 times in the frame. Lead this thing 7-1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. bottom three coming at you. Tanner Salazar will lead things off here for the A's, trailing 7-1. And the first pitch from Jacob Peterson misses down and out. 1 ball and no strikes. Tanner Salazar, Dalton Thomas, Gabriel DeJesus. I almost said Ethan Cachetta by accident. So used to him leading off now.
Almost brings a tear to the eye.
Strike called on Salazar, serving as the extra hitter, the kid from La Mirada. God, I'm swinging on that one. That little hitch for Peterson, that little Kershaw kick, if you will.
Needs to join the circus with that tightrope act.
Almost
got some serious balance.
Almost stuck the landing. Oh, swing and a miss. Salazar wasn't ready for him to take it away that time. Third strikeout for Jacob Peterson. Brings up Dalton Thomas, a walk and a run scored. Love to get Thomas aboard here for the A's. Start working on that offense. Start chipping away. It's only 6 runs. Strike called. Bouncing ball back towards the middle. Long race for everybody. Wagler off balance to first. He's safe. Beat it out. Dalton Thomas works his way on an infield single. Have a hit in every inning the A's do.
Thanks, Yoda.
Thanks. This will be the second to last game the A's play on this field. We will see them on Saturday the 10th. Will be the last time they play on this field in the regular season. The postseason schedule obviously not ironed out yet. We still got a week. DeJesus flew out back in the first. He comes to the plate for the second time today. 1 out, 1 on. Wild pitch will put Thomas on second. The A's have won twice on this field, twice on the turf field. Their last win was on June the 26th against the Snowbirds. It was a 3-2 final. The other one was June the 21st. 6-3, also over the Snowbirds. Going to throw back to second base. Late. Good idea there from Amaral. Had him drifting off of the bag with that pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. So they got this one here today. 2 turf field games against the Haymakers and Blue Sox on Wednesday and Thursday. Have Friday off. And they'll have the morning game here on Saturday. Then they're done. Regular season schedule wrapped up. Isn't that crazy, Sam?
It's pretty insane.
2-1 here on Gabriel DeJesus. Peterson comes back. Foul tipped. It's 2-2. Winding down the days already. Season will be completely over, power included, in 12 days now. Full count. Last game of the year is Saturday, July the 17th against the Colton Knights. Your birthday. Maybe you'll be on the air with me that night. Fingers crossed. Runner goes for third. Pulled towards third and in the hole because he was covering the bag. Glowacki, or rather Sermonelli, the third baseman, and tripping at third was Dalton Thomas. He took a spill right there. He was halfway between a slide and a round because of that ball getting through. He wasn't ready. And he kind of twisted himself around there. That's a very dangerous play.
Yeah, I'm really glad Dalton's okay. That looked a lot scarier than it might end up being.
Again, you're anticipating sliding, then all of a sudden someone says, round it, you're coming home. You stop halfway, and you could twist an ankle, a knee, a hip.
It wasn't just that. He had to hop over the ball getting under his feet. He had such a big jump. He was taken off on that pitch. And he had to try to avoid the third baseman, Sermonelli, jumping over basically him and his glove. fielding near the line. Ended up coming down one, I believe his left foot came down right in front of the bag, and luckily, looks like the weight distributed just okay.
Pitch is going to miss off the plate here to Ethan Cachetta, 1-0. But Jesus back into the bag. Second hit of the inning. That's 5th overall for the A's. They're threatening here. Cachetta has the lone RBI in this contest. 7-1 they trail. Only one out. On an inside strike. Runner taking off for second. It's bounced foul, and Cachetta will bring it to 0-2. Well, this is why you want these opportunities with just one out. We talked about getting runners on early in an inning. That way you got more than one chance to do it. 2-strike pitch pulled to third. Backing up, Sermonelli. He'll go to second base around the horn. Picked at first. Double play. Just barely got Cachetta. He couldn't beat it out despite how speedy he is. They go around the horn. 5-4-3. The A's denied here in the third. Sam Walters has your play-by-play in the fourth. It's 7-1 Chill. Seven runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Chill. 1 run on 5 hits and 2 errors for the A's. We enter the top of the fourth. Nathan Nacarado back out onto the hill. A face-off with 10, 1, and 2 to take you through the next couple. Here's Sam Walters.
The 1-0 to Bryce Sermonelli is lined through for another base hit for the Chill. Leadoff runner aboard. Sermonelli flips the lineup card back to Julian Payne. Top of the fourth, 7-1 Chill. Nacarado in for a full inning of work. Now facing Julian Payne, 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Fouls the first pitch off out of play. Some action in the A's bullpen. Looks like Nick Roach is warming up. Sure is.
Nailed it.
No roster needed. That one's grounded weakly to first. Eddie King spins, makes the throw to second. There is no one covering. Nacarado was slow back to the bag. Be a 3-6 fielder's choice to erase the lead runner. And Julian Payne aboard. Here's Jared Grins, apparently nicknamed Alley Cat.
There you go.
Hear that from the dugout. Alley Cat versus Nacarado. First pitch in there for a called strike from Nacarado. The A's were able to take a win over the Chill just the other day. Over at Turf Field. That one misses low. It's 1-1.
Yep, that's Friday morning game, 6-2 final.
Started off that 2-game win streak they came in and today riding on. 1-1. Missed a bit outside, 2-1. Well, they have the Snowbirds number, have beaten them twice in 2 contests.
They won't see them anymore.
2-1 swung on and missed. Big hack for Grins. They have one more game against the Haymakers. Throwback, miss low, and they've got him out at second. Julian Payne, a race trying to steal. He goes with the second out, and it's a full count to Jared Grins.
It's a great throw.
Big time torn Diffie arm. He's got really good timing behind the plate. I like his rhythm. He knows when and where to be able to go and talk, where to throw, where to chase runners. He's got a good mind. Can't do anything about that one. Grins reaches on the free pass. Second one allowed by Nacarado.
That's just the 3rd time this season the Chill have been caught stealing.
What are the total numbers of steals to caught stealing so far
in the league?
Yes, in the PSCL.
Okay, give me a second. Got to kind of scroll a little bit here.
Now working against the catcher, JT Amaral. Missed a bit inside, is 1-0.
In the league, there have been, weirdly enough, entering today, obviously doesn't include today's stats, 300 stolen bases in 332 tries.
Throw back to first.
That's a 90% success rate in the league.
It's pretty solid. In there for a strike to Amaral.
Yeah, you're normally seeing, I mean, at different levels, obviously, higher than this, 15 to 20% caught stealing rate. So that's lower here.
1-2 to Amaral. Like this battle at the plate, Diffie and Amaral together. Heard they hang out a good bit. Foul back to the screen.
That.
You always feel bad on the guy that gets a foul ball on the hit and run.
Mm-hmm. Got to go back.
Yeah, just got to dig it back.
Hey, you know, catchers, Sam, got a lot in common.
Yeah. I think you get along with them.
Yeah, we all understand.
2-2. In the dirt, gets past Diffie. Now heading up to second is Jared Grins.
And you're always, too, like, when we see another catcher on the base paths, I know for me personally, if I ever saw the opposing catcher, I'm backpicking for sure. I always was. And if he takes off, then lo and behold, that's my best throw.
Yeah, there's nothing like a catcher on catcher flex. That one runs in and hits JT Amaral. He's aboard first. Looked like Grins was trying to steal again. And that time he has to take the soft 45 back to second base.
Hard 90 versus soft 40. That's a new one, Sam. I think you just coined a phrase right there.
Soft 45.
There you go.
That's what would happen if I ever did stand up. A soft 45 for you.
There you go.
So the hit by pitch puts Amaral at first. 2 runners aboard with 2 outs here. Top of the 4th. Chill leading at 7-1. Here's Matt Roart. Right fielder walked and scored back in the second. Another good save by Diffie. He's doing his best now that Amaral can get a clear view of him at first. That one barely, that's tipped off the bat. The runners tried to take off, but Roark got a piece of it as 1-1. Isn't that a thing, Steve? Like just catchers just kind of flexing on each other when they can?
Sure. Of course. I mean, there's that understanding. I think it's very much like goalies in hockey. Or,
right.
You know, that quarterback.
It's definitely a thing whenever you're playing like third base and you got another third baseman on third
chat 'em
with
up,
you.
Yeah.
Same type of deal.
It's a bit of a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Because you understand what that guy's going through on a daily basis. You know how much he's getting beat up. You know how sore the knees are. You know how many times you wear one when it didn't hit the chest protector. Like, you get that.
Missed high is 3-1 to Roart.
You know the back problems. You know the shoulder problems. Always.
Swung on and missed. Big cut for Roart, but it fills up the count. Runners take off. 3-2, it's sprayed down the right field line and down for a base hit. Another run's going to score for the Chill. Holding up at third is Amaral. RBI single for Matt Roart makes it an 8-1 ball game.
Good piece of hitting, good inside out swing. Not a terrible pitch there from Nacarado. Came in on the hands. Just was able to reach his hands out quickly, keep them tight to the chest, get enough of it to dunk it into right. So if I'm Nacarado, I'm not hanging my head on that one.
No, that's not the loss today.
That's just getting beat.
Yeah.
Nothing more you could have done.
Here's Santiago Sandoval. Talk about beating. He is doing well
Beating
for himself
up,
today, yeah. First double of the season today. Double and an RBI single scored both times. 1-0 to the left fielder. In there for a strike, evens up the count. Runners on first and third here in the top of the 4th, 2 outs. Nacarado trying to limit the damage. Next pitch went with the breaking ball, missed the back door. Amaral at third, Roark at first. Pitch to Sandoval, swung on and missed. The 2-2 from Nacarado to Sandoval that lifted into left field. Down the line is going to go foul, and it missed Bryce Ramirez in the A's bullpen by about a foot. He just turned around and saw what happened.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a reaction. Just like, oh, hey, there's a ball.
Thanks for the extra ball, guys.
Now, there's some fans here today without shade. Tip the cap.
Locals.
Or hats. Yes. Locals.
Yeah. 2-2, another one sprayed foul.
We
That
don't
one-
typically see everyone come out here with an easy up or an umbrella or, geez, a piece of paper to shield your eyes, something.
Did you see how that hit into foul territory?
I didn't.
Hit off the cord that runs to the speakers.
There you go.
And holds up the screen. It bounced, deflected down. They're back to first, and they're safely. Deflected into the stands.
There you go.
Don't see that very often. That's a tightrope act.
Quite literally. Slack lining.
2 balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, and it gets behind Diffie. Another run's going to score for the Chill. It's 9-1. This is a wild pitch.
You ever slack line before?
What is that?
That's a no.
Well, I mean, just it might be a regional colloquial thing.
It's a tightrope, essentially. A lot of people do that for fun.
Is it the one that's about this thick?
It's like a little, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
a nylon
Yeah,
strap.
it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's not like quite the small
Yeah,
cord
no,
that they have.
No.
Yeah, it's like
a seatbelt thickness.
right.
I never have. It's a very big college thing out here.
Yeah. Full count to Sandoval. Went with the breaking ball, missed inside. Third walk allowed by Nacarado, puts a runner at first.
This is a number that's going to hurt Sam. 9 runs allowed today here for the Chill, or for the A's pitching staff. Of the 9 runs scored, base runners that have reached on their own accord, a.k.a. a hit, 1. Ooh. Yeah, that's the pain right there. That's what brings the pain.
Them's the breaks.
That's what brings the Julian pain. Everything else, a hit batter or a walk.
0-1 to the shortstop, J.D. Day. Missed high, 1-1.
Only runner that reached on a hit and scored was Santiago Sandoval in the second. Or was it double? He scored on a sac fly from John Lopez. That's it. Everybody else reached base on a walk or a hit by pitch.
That one's sent in the air, shallow left center. Coming in as the left fielder, Van Dorn. He comes in and makes the play. Had to avoid Dalton Thomas. But the A's get out of this inning. They allow 2 more runs to score. It's now a 9-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 4th. None of that was comprehensive as enough time to admit Oh, Lord, triple. I said that was hit really well. Golly. He's got carried. Bottom of the 4th, Chill leading at 9-1. It'll be Glowacki, King, and Dinos up to the plate for the A's. Glowacki fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1. Jacob Peterson's got it working well for the Chill right now. He has only allowed 5 base runners. Only 1 has scored, and that was Dalton Thomas, the first runner that came up to the plate back in the bottom of the 1st. 1-1's grounded to short. Handled by J.D. Day, he makes the throw across the diamond to retire Brandon Glowacki for the first out. Jacob Peterson making his living throwing off the timer of batters today. He's worked out of the windup for most of this game, and he has a lot of fun doing it. Little stutter there, Johnny Cueto-esque. First pitch breaking ball to Eddie King, missed inside, 1-0. Seeing a lot of guys trying that out. We've seen some quick pitches. We've also seen some delayed windups. This time Peterson goes normally, and that one squibbed down the first baseline, foul. Thank you for joining us on this Monday afternoon. We hope that your Independence Day weekend was fun and relaxing. That one's grounded sharply down the third baseline, called a foul ball. A's head coach Don Bray didn't like that one. One-two count on the first baseman, Eddie King. 0 for 1 today with a flyout. Peterson from the windup. Fastball, tried to catch him looking. Able to hang in there. 2-2 count. Two from Peterson. Reached for the breaking ball, popped it out down the first baseline and out of play. In the clubhouse this morning with the guys, and the Chill had to mention that Jacob Peterson wore his Walker Bueller pants today for his start. That one's clubbed out to right field for a base hit. On board is Eddie King. He'll round first with the wide turn. Throw back, chases him, but in there safely standing. The sixth hit of the ball game for the A's, but none of those hits have come across. The only run so far of the day for the A's came in on a walk. Dalton Thomas walked to lead off the bottom of the first and was brought in by an RBI single by Ethan Cachetta. Here's Luke Dinos, the DH. He pops up a bunt. Foul caught by Peterson. They chase the runner back to first, but he's in there safely. Good read by Peterson off the mound. Came off quickly. Caught Dinos trying to advance Eddie King from first. See, that just feels almost as much of a free out as swinging aggressively on the first few pitches of an at-bat. Not being able to lay down sack bunts. If your manufacturing isn't even going right, there's not much to say about the rest of the hitting. That one in the dirt to Noah Lane, 1-0. Lane has another one of the hits for the A's. Singled back in the second. Sada Yoshida warming up in the A's bullpen. Waving breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 to Lane. That one's hammered to the third baseman, Bryce Sermonelli. A good jumping grab ends the bottom of the fourth. So a couple of hard hit balls and a pop-out bunt single, but nothing doing here for the A's. They are still trailing the Chill 9-1. We head to the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth, Chill leading the A's 9-1. Another full inning of work for Nathan Nacarado on board. Misses with the first pitch to Derek Wagler, 1-0. Swung on and missed. A couple of defensive changes for the A's. Tanner Salazar comes into left field for Robert Van Dorn, and Davis Carr is now catching in place of Torrin Diffie. One to Wagler, got a piece of it. Went to a knee. One-two misses high to the second baseman. It's 2-2. Wagler with a solid day so far. Was hit by pitch with the bases loaded in the second. Had a 2-run single in the third. 3 RBI day for the league leader in batting average. He pokes that one on the ground to short. Dalton Thomas Fields throw over, and that will retire Wagler for the first out of the top of the fifth. John Lopez will dig into the right hand of batter's box. No official at-bats today. Had a sac fly in the second and walked in the third. Breaking ball missed high, 1-0. Nacarado from the windup, missed high with the fastball. The 2-0. Lifted out of play on the right side. Well, the change that I've noticed so far this season for Nacarado is that he is inducing more swings on the breaking ball. Originally, he was either throwing it for a get-me-over strike every once in a while, but missing a lot high. Missed with that one there, and it hits John Lopez. My finishing point being that so far he hasn't learned how to rein it in quite yet, but he's getting more guys to chase and getting more free outs. More guys getting themselves out. That's the second hit by pitch of the day for Nacarado. He and his new catcher Davis Carr will have a chat on the mound. And I'll bring up the first baseman, Jacob Mejia. 0 for 2, but had an RBI in the second on a ground out. First pitch from Nacarado misses high, 1-0. Tried to frame the back door, got left on the porch. Other one misses high, 3-0. High and tight. He walks Mejia. That's going to draw Don Beret out of the dugout. And that'll be the end of the line for Nathan Nacarado. He'll leave with 2 runners aboard here in the top of the fifth. Chill leading this one 9-1. We'll have a new arm from the A's right after this. Pardon, they called originally, and it looks like Nacarato's going to hang in there. Looks like he has to stay for a few more batters. So he'll continue the inning. Gets a strike call to Bryce Sermonelli. One in the dirt, 1-1. Runners on first and second and 1 out. Top of the 5th. Good breaking ball. Works ahead of Sermonelli, 1-2. Third baseman's 1 for 2 today with the single. Made a good jumping grab that ended at the bottom of the 4th. 1-2's in the dirt. Good stop by Davis Carr. The 2-2 pitch. Rung the doorbell, didn't get the call. Three balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Sermonelli. Here's the pitch. Able to get a piece of that one and fouled it down. First baseline and out of play. Here comes another payoff. Watch that one bounce. Fifth walk for Nacarado, and it looks like this will be the end of the line. Sade Yoshida will take over for Nathan Nacarado. Still only 1 out and the bases loaded now for the Chill. I'll tell you more about Sade right after this. So Sade Yoshida comes in to face Julian Payne with the bases loaded. A half-hearted swing got a piece of it at the plate. Payne 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the first, grounded out in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. Good stop by Davis Carr. It's 1-1 to the extra hitter, Julian Payne. Yoshida on for the 6th time this year. In 10 innings, he's given up 6 earned runs. Big fading breaking ball called, strike against Payne. One-on-one record, he's given up 13 hits, 9 strikeouts. The 1-2, swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch to put away the leadoff hitter, Julian Payne. Now 2 outs with the bases loaded. Well, for the amount of times that Sedai has to come in to these types of games with runners in scoring position, oftentimes it's been bases loaded. I would venture to say that at least 4 out of the 6, he has had at least 2 runners on. He's able to get Julian Payne. Now has to work past the center fielder, Jared Grins. First pitch breaking ball missed outside, 1-0. That one on the outside corner. Grins 0 for 1, but walked twice and scored in the third and the fourth. One from Yoshida, able to get a piece of it. But he works ahead of Jared Grins, 1-2. From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Got a piece of it, took it out to right field. Under it to make the catch is Noah Lane, and that will retire the side. So Sedai Yoshida comes in for 2/3 of an inning and retires both batters he sees. We still head to the bottom of the 5th. A's trailing the Chill 9-1. Another inning for Jacob Peterson versus the A's. He faces Robert Van Dorn leading off the bottom of the 5th. Takes the ball. It is 9-1 Chill. He hammers that one down the left field line, hooking foul. Van Dorn with a single in his first at bat. Was stranded there. Peterson's had it working well. Has not allowed a run since the first. 1-1. Watch as a called strike. The 1-2 to Van Dorn. Good eye at the plate. Watched it miss just low. Two from the windup. Tried the same exact spot. Still not getting the call. That'll fill it up. Here's the payoff pitch to Van Dorn. Had him in a lazy boy, big breaking ball. Called strike 3. He sat down and watched that one. 4th strikeout for Jacob Peterson. So now Davis Carr will bat. New catcher came in the top half of this frame. That one in the dirt. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Some good fade on that fastball right now for Peterson. Guys on the field right now for the Chill kind of sitting back and watching the magic happen, but that one's rolled over to third. Still awake as the third baseman, Bryce Sermonelli. He makes a throw to first. That retires Davis Carr for the second out. Saw him 2 seconds before that ball was put in play, and he kind of had his hands in his pockets, just watching Jacob Peterson work. It's been pretty enjoyable. He is working his way through this A's lineup for the second time. That one misses downstairs to Tanner Salazar. Start of this game as the extra hitter came into left field in the last half inning. Swung on and missed. Salazar struck out his first time up. Here's a 1-1, missed outside. Two ones poked in the air, shallow left field and down for a base hit. Salazar tried to round for 2, but will think otherwise and stay at first. So yet another hit for the A's. That's their 7th hit of the day. But still have not been able to scratch a run across.
That's got to feel good for Salazar. That's his first hit since June 18th.
Wow.
6 games without a hit. That's got to feel really good to get that monkey off the back.
New batter is Dalton Thomas. Been on base twice today. Walked and scored the only run for the A's back in the first. Sees one in. Singled in the third. And a couple of knocks in the PSCL uncommitted game back on Saturday. Sprays that one down the right field line, but it's going to get down out of play. A reminder, we've got another uncommitted recruit game, PSCL versus Power, tomorrow night at 7:05 here at Palm Springs Stadium. We hope you can make it out. Gates open at 6 o'clock, but if you can't, we'll have the stream right here for you on YouTube. 1-2 is lifted to center. Jared grins, plants, and he's under it, and that's the third out here in the bottom of the 5th. Jacob Peterson allows another base runner, but keeps him where he is. We head to the top of the 6th. The Chill still leading the A's 9-1. Sada Yoshida returns for the A's here in the top of the 6th. They still trail the Chill 9-1. First pitch called strike to that one misses. It's 1-1 to the catcher JT Amaral. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a walk. Scored both times at the plate.
Likely will be unable to play the 7th inning today, Sam. This will probably be our last frame, top and bottom.
Like to see a clean inning here from Yoshida. He gets a swing and a miss, 2-2.
We talked about that last time when we saw Yoshida. This poor kid is always working in relief roles and has to come in to clean up somebody else's mess.
He was able to strand the bases loaded in the last half inning. That one's poked in the air. It's going to get down for a base hit in right center. Aboard for the 3rd time today is the catcher JT Amaral.
Not a ton of hard contact today. It's just the 5th hit.
The last time we saw Yoshida on the mound here in Palm Springs Stadium, he gave up the hardest hit ball that we've seen off of him this year. That was a big 3-run homer to Eric Kelly. No outs and 1 on for Matt Roark. Swings at the first one, barely. Got caught inside, shakes the head after that one. Working quickly, works the breaking ball inside, 0-2.
Love the confidence. That's his greatest tool.
He's got a lot of chutzpah. Tap back to the mound, gets off the glove of Yoshida. He races back, makes a throw to first, not in time. Heading to third is JT Amaral. He's in there safely with a good slide, able to hang on to the base. So Amaral took off on that pitch, was able to go first to third on a tapper back to the mound. This is outside to Santiago Sandoval.
Got a courtesy runner at third. That's Abraham Ramirez.
Ramirez running for the catcher, Amaral. Sandoval swings through one. It's 1-1. Good stop by Davis Carr. Breaking ball ran inside to the shoelaces. First and third, and no outs for the Chill. That one's chopped into the ground off the glove of the first baseman, Eddie King. That's going to score a run to Jesus and Yoshida. Neither of them covered first. That's going to go as a base hit. Yoshida was going to cover home plate. De Jesus thought he had a play on the ball, and he had to save it off of the glove of Eddie King. RBI single scores
Ramirez.
Yeah, scores Abe Ramirez from third. Slow hook into J.D. Day for a strike. Does it again. 0-2. J.D. Day able to hang in there. Got a piece of that one. Shortstop J.D. Day's reached twice a day, 2 walks, and scored in the second. Facing an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Went outside with it, 2-2. One pitch that Yoshida hasn't used so far today against righties is that good two-seamer on the outside corner. Wonder if he goes with it here. He tried the breaking ball and another one missed. The throw back to second is going to be late. The tag must have just missed. Matt Roark had a huge secondary. Don Beret is not having it. He is frustrated with that call.
Don't blame him. It's a great throw.
Two strikes. That one gets under Davis Carr's glove. Both runners will move up 90 feet. He walks J.D. Day.
We're closing in on the 2-hour marker, Sam. 4 minutes.
Well, Sade Yoshida's been able to work out of one of these situations already today. Able to blaze a trail through Nakarato's bases loaded jam back in the bottom of the fourth. Bases are loaded, no outs. Big hook misses the outside corner. Is Derek Wagler up to bat, the second baseman. 1 for 2 today, also been hit by a pitch. That one ran inside. He took it back down the mound, heads up in the bullpen. One to Wagler. Got a piece of it, fouled it back to the screen. Two-strike pitch with the bases loaded. That ran inside just a bit too far. Wagler saw it in every inch of the way. He was almost down to a knee watching that one sink. The 2-2. Cranks that one in the air to center. Deep enough to score a run. Cachetta lost it. It's going to drop for a base hit. Coming in to score is Matt Roark, and all the other runners hold up. Cachetta looked like he was standing there for a second as if he was already under it, then quickly realized that he couldn't see it, and neither could we. Mentioned earlier that it's pretty bright outside today, and easy to lose the baseball on these lights. Cachetta couldn't find that when it goes as an RBI single for Derek Wagler. First pitch into John Lopez, fouled off on the right side. Lopez with no official at-bats today. He has walked, been hit by a pitch, and had a sac fly back in the second. Big bases loaded spot here for the Chill. Missed outside, 1-1. It's 11-1, Chill over A's at the current moment. That one is smacked into left field. It's going to get down for another base hit. 1 run scores. The Chill hold up and keep the bases loaded. It's 12-1. I got to imagine they want to make it one last time through this Chill order. But right now it's still bases loaded and no outs. The Chill have reached on 6 straight base runners. 3 singles, a walk, and then 2 more. Jacob Mejia watches one in the dirt.
They have more hits in this inning than they did in the previous 5. 4 hits in the first 5 innings, 5 hits in this inning. 2 of them not hit very hard, though.
Missed inside. One Harden 2-0.
Got to feel for the A's, man. You just got to feel for them. This field is their kryptonite.
Good breaking ball, loops into the zone. 2-1 to Mejia. That one's weakly grounded to second. They'll make the throw over to first for the first out here in the inning. Coming in to score is J.D. Day. That makes it a 13-1 ball game. Chill still in complete cruise control. RBI knock for Jacob Mejia. Here's Bryce Terminelli. 1 for 2 with the walk. Now runners at second and third and 1 out. Ran inside with the first pitch. She does 1-0, able to get a piece of it, but fouled off at the plate.
One point in this game, A's led 1-0.
It feels like a lot of them have felt like that too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
One of a big hack, no contact. Big hack, no contact.
But most importantly.
The 1-2 from Yoshida. On the way. Able to tap that one to second. That'll score another run. De Jesus bobbles it, and that'll go as an E4. Looked like it got snow coned in his glove. That allows another run to score. Well, we've made it all the way through the Chill lineup for the 4th time. Swung on and missed by Julian Payne, 0-1. And yes, Bryce Terminelli does get an RBI on that play. Good news, Derek Wagler would have scored either way. it looks like we're going to have a little pitching change here. The A's will make the move. Looks like Dalton Thomas is going to come in to pitch here in the top of the sixth to the Chill.
So I don't understand why we're going position player pitching here if we pass the 2-hour mark.
We've seen it once before where a position player was brought on for the beginning of an inning, and they decided, nope, save the arm, save the time.
Once they went to change, they called it.
Right.
So this should be called, no? We started this ball game at 11:23. It's now 1:27, so we're over the 2-hour mark. So, I don't know. I don't know, Sam.
We'll have the new arm for you, his name, right after this. So Dalton Thomas, the former shortstop, will come in to pitch here to Julian Payne, mid at bat. It's 0-1 count. He misses high with the pitch. It's 1-1. It's 14-1 Chill over A's. 1 out, 2 on, runners on the corners. Another one misses, 2-1 Julian Payne. Two on misses high. It's 3-1. Half swung at that one, but it will go as another free pass. Bases are loaded again for the Chill. Jared Grins digs in. First pitch from Thomas is swung on and missed by the center fielder, Jared Grins. It's 0-1. Grins 0 for 2 today, but has walked twice and scored twice. One and one. My only guess as to why we're playing this through is because the A's want to give Dalton Thomas a look on the mound. Missed outside with that one, 2-1. A's will have to find someone to turn to in the pitching staff to be able to make it through the playoffs. Because once it gets past Nick Rohan, things get a little bit dicey. And speaking of Nick Rohan, he's entered at short for Dalton Thomas. That one swung on and grounded to third, gets under the glove of Glowacki. Looked like he had it trapped, but somehow it skipped under his glove. Another run scores. It's a base hit for Jared Grins. RBI knock extends this inning. It's 15-1 Chill. Base is still loaded. Chill have batted around.
At some point, Sammy, just throw up your hands.
Be a pinch hitter here for the Chill, batting for JT Amaral. That one skied into left field, deep and carrying. That one is one hopped off the wall. Coming in to score are another 2 runners. Hustling into third is Jared Grins.
That was Tres Sarmiento.
Tres Sarmiento. 2 RBI knock for Sarmiento. Makes this a 17-1 ball game.
What are we doing?
I'm not sure either.
The coaches are chatting here. They're going to roll over the inning. Roll it over, call it. There's no point. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Gone through the lineup card twice for the A's. And looks like they're going to play the bottom of the 6th. I just don't understand. They're going to apparently re-enter all the same positions. I mean, 17-1.
Whatever happens, we'll have coverage for you right after this. Might be the bottom of the 6th, might be the end of the game. Stay tuned. So we will play the bottom of the 6th. It'll be a new arm for the Chill. Jaden Jaquez steps onto the mound, looking to get 3 more outs. This will be the last inning. The 0-1 to Gabriel DeJesus is cranked into the glove, and a great catch there. Fantastic grab by Santiago Sandoval. On the run, able to make a leap and caught that one midair. That sits down Gabriel DeJesus. Thought he might have had extra bases, but robbed by Sandoval to open the inning. So 2 pitches and 1 down. Jaquez now works against Ethan Cachetta. One for 2 today. RBI single back in the first. First pitch breaking ball misses down low. That one misses high. Jaden Jaquez, 6 foot, 210, out of Bluffton University, called strike 2-1 to Cachetta. On for his 5th appearance this season. 2-0 in 14 innings pitched. Breaking ball missed. Only allowed 4 earned runs and 14 innings of work so far this season. Been really good out of the pen. That one's grounded to second. Handled by Derek Wagler. He throws over to first. That'll be the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. A's are down to their final out. By the way, it's 19-1. Brandon Glowacki digs in. That one's grounded on the first pitch on a hop to short. J.D. Day fields and throws over, and that will end the ball game. This one ends 19-1. Chill over the A's. We'll see you tomorrow for more PSCL action here at Palm Springs Stadium and a power game right after that. For Sam Walters, for my partner Steve Granado, Have a good rest of your Monday.